Hi, everybody. I hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had some fun. Last time we played this game, hey, Rose Red, we ran from that, like, sand demon man and ended up here. Yet another place full of brown. My favorite. Oh, that's a lot of boys I don't really want to deal with. This button? That button. Okay, cool. Trying to remember all our buttons here. Cooking and watching. How's it going, Nichiku? Hope everybody spent their weekend doing something fun. I honestly spent most of mine streaming, as I'm sure a lot of you guys saw. I didn't stream yesterday. I needed to take a little bit of time. Spent my morning today continuing the house stuff for the most part. Always fun. Lord knows I love being like, hey, can I find housing, please? Just my favorite thing in the world to do. But I actually spent a lot of today doing something else, which was very kind of silly. I realized a lot of people like to do Mario Maker on Mondays. Which, of course, alliteration. Surprise, surprise. Any luck on the house stuff? I hope so. I got a phone call from a application. What do you even call what they are? What are those? I feel like I have two paths here. Anyway. I got a call from, like, an application agency that was just asking for some clarification about employment status. Because... Cool. I picked the right one. Because while I currently do technically have a job, and of course, rental places always want to make sure you have a job. So it's not the agency that is, like, renting the house. It's not that. It's not the management agency. It's like a, application review agency or something that they give it to. Whoops. But I got a call from them being like, hey, we see you work for these people. Are you planning to, like, transfer and continue to have a job out in Portland when you get there? Oh, we are still fighting this guy. Oops. To which I was like, yeah, my intention was to transfer to another place out there so that I could have income and employment. And they were like, okay, cool, that's just all we needed to ask you. And I was like, alright, great. Hopefully that means I'll hear back from them being like, yes, this person seems good. Hi. Okay. I almost did not hit that button. It's kind of neat, the, like, having to slow water, not slow water. But then I spent most of my day today going to other Twitch streamers playing Mario Maker with, like, hey, I'm playing user levels and it's Mario Maker Monday, etc. And submitting my levels for them to play. Just because I was like, yeah, that's what I'm going to spend a bunch of my day today doing. Edit my podcast, put that out, and then try to make people play my Mario level. It was, the funniest thing, honestly, is I had one guy, the first guy, who I submit the level we did over the weekend, the first guy I sent that to beat it, like, pretty quickly. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And he talked about some stuff in it, and it was like, that's cool. That was kind of what his stream was. It's like, I'll play your levels and give you, like, opinions about how it's designed, blah, blah, blah. And he finished it, and I was like, awesome, cool. He had a good time with it. He was also like, here's a little bit of my feedback about it. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I talked to him a little bit about it, like, here are some choices I made that led to some of those things you are dealing with. And it's like, yeah, I made a choice one way, the other way with that. And so I actually went back into that level and, like, retooled it a tiny bit. It still plays 100% the same, but there's, like, a little bit less delay at the beginning of it. And a couple other small things just to, like, tighten up some pressure points of, like, sometimes it can be frustrating to wait in a level. I'm like, yeah, I totally get that. It can. That seemed like a perfectly reasonable criticism. And yeah, that level is about having some amount of, like, pressure of, like, oh man, I feel like I have to go fast, but oops. I feel like I have to go fast, but I can't because I need to wait for these shells in the sky. And the level is designed around that, but yeah, now you can say you played the OG level. But he also said, like, the idea, super solid, etc., and it's like, yeah, great, awesome. I feel good about that level, too. What do we want here? One of these increases power attack, heavy kick. Probably want to just, like, beeline for power attack, so I don't really care about Ice Blast, though. So, whatever. We'll just... Oh, we don't even need it. Awesome. Perfect. So I went back, retooled it a tiny bit. Oh, fuck me. Did I not move it to this? I swear I hit that button. We good? Can you see my face? We can all see my face. Great. But yes. Oh, you had to reload. It was on your end, not mine. Gotcha. So I retooled that level, re-uploaded it, and then submit it to some more streamers, and nobody else I submit that, nobody else I submit the Restless Rush race, whatever we called it, Restless Race to, beat it. Unless the last guy, there was one guy playing it as I was like, okay, well, I need to go get my stream going, so I can't hang out and watch anymore. Sorry, bud. He was still playing it when I left. I don't know if he went the rest of the way. But a lot of people doing those, playing user created levels, were doing them in a, like, a timed fashion. Like, I will play it for 15 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that. Some people, of course, if they were enjoying the level, they went longer. That last guy definitely went longer than his apparent time limit trying to beat it. And one guy actually knew the Super Mario Brothers U format better than me in a way that was like, wow, he was able to... What is this section up here for? Just, you can just go here, there's nothing up here? No secret? This seemed like a great spot for a secret right here. Yes, Azuma, I'm finishing this game. Let's Play Mondays exist to play all the way through the games. And unfortunately, part of the reason we picked this one is it's not a super long level, or game, so... committing to it didn't seem like that big of a deal. So a lot of people in their, like, 15-minute time limit or whatever weren't getting it down, but there was a guy who made it to the end. too slowly once, and then because he knew the way that you can use Mario, he went through a piece of it way faster than I thought you could. Whoops. And in doing that, he hit the anti-cheese and got mad about the anti-cheese I put in there to not be able to beat it the unintended way. And he gave it a couple more tries after that, but didn't make it to the end anymore, so he gave up. Or moved on. And despite that, was still like, I really like this level. And I was like, okay, well, it's awesome that all these people really like the level despite getting frustrated with it or not quite being able to beat it in their 15-minute time limit or whatever. So I'm pretty proud of that third level. Yeah, the anti-cheese... The anti-cheese looks like Kaizo blocks, so, like, I get it. But I couldn't think of another way to anti-cheese the ending that wouldn't break the shell coming where it needed to go, or falling where it needed to go. Oh, that's neat. You use the water freeze to stop the thing. Okay, that's cool. You know what, this Prince of Persia? I did something wrong. You know what, this Prince of Persia? That's cool. It's using the water in a way that is not the same. Oh, this is what I'm doing. I'm supposed to go up the wall right here. Okay. But yeah, I spent a lot of my evening, afternoon doing that before my stream today. Fucking Christ, I hate the way this game controls sometimes. Yeah. I really look forward to watching Azuma play my latest level. Hopefully he enjoys it more than I'm sure he'll enjoy it more than the Cave of Madness, but I'm also still pretty proud of Thwomp and the Beanstalk, so... Restless Race might be our best overall design so far. Just from the fact that, like... It's always... I feel like it's really clear in what it wants you to do, and it really manages to keep the theme going through the whole level in a really consistent way that I think builds it into just being a generally well-designed level. Albeit there's a couple fucking assholes of jumps in that level too. But nothing is tough as, like, that one corner you gotta go around and stuff. What are we... Okay, well, that made a platform. I wasn't really sure what we were going for there, but it worked, so here we go. I broke him. Yeah. I mean, the point for me isn't to break people, though, right? That's the thing. And yes, I know Cave of Madness maybe a little bit was trying to break people, but, like, the intent of my levels has generally not been to be a fucking giant troll and make people have a bad day. Which is why... Even though with watching Azuma play my levels, I was definitely smiling, snickering a little bit at his trials and turbulations. Like, I was also 100% rooting for him. Not entirely sure you believe that. I want people to beat my levels. I do. That's why I don't think I'm ever going to design something as as rough as Cave of Madness again. Like, that's not... I don't think that's something I am confident enough in my own abilities to really even want to create again. What? What the fuck happened there, camera? Hi. What am I... What am I... Okay, well, I can rewind time, so let's just jump and see what happens. No, something isn't where we need it to be. This thing turn more? Yes. Okay, can I get over there? There's a water thing. Oh. I go up somewhere here and I'm not seeing? No. I hit that, which lifted the thing up. I really feel like we're missing something here. Am I supposed to have that? In like a halfway? Or is it... Okay, that also turns into a platform. Okay. I think I get it. I need to go back down. Camera. I really need you to not do that when I finish this wall run. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. Are you kidding me, Prince? You can't fucking walk... Can't drop down that tiny-ass ledge, man. I can't go back to the other switch. I thought it was I might have to go back to the other switch because it only rotates... Okay. Oh, the other switch is right here. I'm dumb. So that one only changes... I got it. I got it. That should put both of them... Oh no, I'm one off still. Shoot. Okay, that's fine. The other switch only moves the inner one. Camera, don't do it! Okay, thank you. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun making levels, that is for sure. And once I get to start doing this travel that I'm gonna have to be doing here soon.
Somehow, I doubt this thing was intended as a mode of transportation.
We might play quite a bit more Mario Maker because... Whoops. Because that is something I can play... Theoretically, I didn't stop time. I can play using my laptop. Might need to do a test to make sure. I'm not 100% confident on that, but it does seem possible. The biggest issue is just going to be whether or not my laptop will keep up, because again, I'll only have one screen, probably. Whether or not my laptop can keep up with the live action for me to play off of in the way that my PC does. Like, I don't know if that's gonna be the case. But we can hope. What? No. I didn't realize there was more cutscene happening. But yeah, that's really what I spent my day doing. Editing a podcast, which I doubt anyone has listened to yet. But it is complete. You can also find our podcast on the Google Play podcast apps and stuff, whatever populates using Google Play now. Finally. Only took me like 3 years longer than I meant for it to. Well, thank you, game, for letting me know that the water controls the machine. I guess I just have to wait for the right cycle?
One less thing for Malik to complain about. Now his only worry is me attacking him and trying to steal his power. Which
Is this really just to sit here and wait?
have to do.
I guess they want you to make your dude say all his words. That still doesn't line up. Give me the right cycle. Because yeah, when I freeze that, the whole thing freezes. That makes sense.
To stop the machinery somehow.
I know how. We're just waiting for it to line up, dude. Or for Android users, exactly. I know there are plenty of people in the world. Okay, what if I just... Is that something I can jump on? Okay. I wasn't supposed to wait for all of it. I'll just stand on this piece? Sure. Where am I going right now? That can't be right. Okay. Maybe that was right. I assumed it couldn't be right, because then why didn't I just stay on this thing the whole time, right? Whatever. The game has shown me where it wants me to go. Just believe in the camera. Is that not where I'm going? I'm not supposed to jump down there? I'm gonna jump down here. I thought this is where I was going. No? Okay. Is this where I'm... Okay, this is where I'm going. That was a really neat section, but I feel like...
That's the throne room. Malik must be nearby.
I feel like something just wasn't quite there to make it feel good. Which I guess is kind of my complaint with most of this game, so whatever, but... Yeah.